Steve Bowers,
Jordan Dyer,
and we welcome you to 6 in the City. Our producer, Andrea Maxwell, has informed us that today is Jordan Day. And I said, what, like the river? Or Michael? And she said, no, like Dyer.
like me,
Okay.
Jordan Dyer.
So
That's
is
right.
Is it really Jordan Day? Is there such a
It
thing?
is, and ChatGPT told me that Jordan Day is to have theme celebrations and to honor notable Jordans. So,
Okay.
what are your plans,
Well,
Steve?
I guess we've done our part.
How many?
You're sitting here on this show.
That's right.
It's Jordan Day.
Okay.
Speaking of
I
show.
need some
speaking
confetti.
of show, what's on this show?
Okay, well, besides it being Jordan Day, we have Lifeline Blood Services coming on. Jackson Fire Department's going to come on and talk about fireworks safety. The Star Center is going to talk about their upcoming career fair.
All right.
And then we have several veterans talks, different things coming up. Jackie Utley is with us again to talk
That's
about
right.
those things. And then also we have Hub City Theater's Who Shot Liberty Vance that we're going to talk about.
Valance, right? Who shot Liberty Valance?
Yeah, maybe it's
Is
a
that right?
typo.
Maybe it was.
Balance, isn't it?
Anyway. And we're going back to the 70s. And we're going to do that with Northside
Yes,
Youth Group and the
Northside.
Youth Choir
Northside.
and their special program. We'll get into all of that on this 6 in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Every 3 years, the American Public Power Association recognizes public power companies that demonstrate proficiency in reliability, workforce development, safety, and system improvements. The recognition, RP3. The highest level RP3 is the Diamond RP3. In 2023, JEA's Electric Division received the Diamond RP3 award for the 8th consecutive time. This never happened before, but it's JEA today. Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
Melinda Reed is with us with Lifeline Blood Services. And we're underway with an effort starting today, launched over the weekend, to make sure we don't get the summertime blues when it comes to blood donations, right?
Yes,
because
that's right.
schedules change and everything else. So got a special incentive to remind people.
It's an amazing incentive.
Oh,
It
let's
just
hear
kicked
about it.
off.
I mean, we've had cars, and we've got a car. We got a real special car this year.
It's a really special car. It's a 2022 Ford Mustang. It's red. So we're going to have a red hot summer promoting this convertible. Donated.
It's a convertible
It's
as
a
well.
convertible,
So we got a red
yes.
Mustang convertible we're going to give away in September.
That's correct. Yeah,
Right.
September, Labor Day is the cutoff date. So plenty of time to donate and enter to win at least once this summer, because you can donate blood every 8 weeks. You can donate more often if you're a platelet or plasma donor.
Okay.
And we're just so excited to partner with Joe Mahan Ford once again this summer. It's our 7th annual. So we have our donors that are looking forward to this every summer.
Every summer they want to see what kind of car they can win this year.
Yeah.
So a red convertible Mustang is pretty good.
It is really good. It has pristine black leather interior. It's under 60,000 miles, and it's one lucky winner's brand new, well, new to them, vehicle at no cost. And so it's just great to keep blood donations at the top of our minds this summer when we tend to get really busy and travel. We have ball games, travel balls. So it can be difficult for people to make their way on in to donate. And we want to make it easier and incentivize them.
What was the last car y'all gave away?
Oh, it was really nice too. It was a Ford Bronco Sport.
Oh, fine.
So that was a lot of fun to talk about last year. It was kind of a chili pepper red. But this is Memorial
fire
Day
engine?
red.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you pick which car you're going to give away.
Well, my dear friend Jeff Mahan picks that for us. So they picked the vehicle, and he sent me a picture, and he said, "What do you think about this?" And because they were looking to buy it off of an auction site, and I was like, "That would be amazing." So we're really excited. It's going to be
That
on.
car travels with you like sometimes during the summer. Does it show up at some of the locations?
It does. It sure does. So you never know where it could be, but it'll be at our Jackson Center at 183 Sterling Farms Drive, or on display at our Dyersburg Center, which is 1130 Highway 51 bypass.
Okay.
And every time they give blood, they're entered into this drawing.
Absolutely. Every time you donate, 18 years of age or older, you're entered to win the Ford Mustang.
And then it's just drawn by random pick.
Yes, it's a random pick. We use an app off of the internet, and we actually handle that electronically. So every time you donate, you're entered in electronically because of our records. But we always have the trusty old school ballots that you fill out at the site,
Just
because
in
it
case.
gives us a visual reminder that this is another reason to donate, because you can win this vehicle.
Well, you've been doing this 7 years, so obviously it's worked.
It has worked, yes.
Okay.
Summer is very tricky for us to keep, a healthy blood supply, a robust blood supply on our shelves. So we've got to make sure that we fulfill the orders for the 15 hospitals that we serve in the 21 counties right here in West Tennessee. So it's a big job to do, and we don't want to get on critical appeal or urgent need type messaging. And so we want our donors just to step on up and come on in to the Jackson Center, Dyersburg Center, or any of our mobile blood drives to donate and enter to win.
And those blood drives are posted where?
They are posted. They're on our website at lifelinebloodserve.org, on our blood drive calendar, or on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. So we get the word out.
I know you supply medevacs as well, and we're seeing more and more utilization of those, or it seems to me there is now.
Oh, right. We're on 20, our blood products are, we have 22 partnerships with emergency helicopter transports. And so that's just reassuring for me to think, well, if I had a loved one in that moment of need, that's just amazing that we have those partnerships in that critical moment of a helicopter transport. But
When do you tend to see a dip in inventory or your need for blood?
Right. We see that dip in the summertime, of course, because we lose the high school and the college blood drives, and then around Christmas time when our schedules get really, really wild and busy. So summertime is very challenging, but we really hope that the car keeps blood donations at the top of our mind at the moment. We're in need of type O blood types at the moment, so if that is your blood type, don't hesitate, come on in. And there's never a wait to donate blood at Lifeline. There's never an appointment needed.
Okay.
So walk-ins are always welcome.
Okay, 183 Sterling Farms Drive here in Jackson. All right, so we're headed right to it. We'll do the drawing then Labor Day.
That's right, Labor Day. It'll be
So
fun.
it's on the way. All right, a 2022 red Mustang convertible.
It's red hot, yes.
Red hot, ready to go. All right, it's good to see you.
Thank you for
Appreciate the
having
work.
me.
Yeah,
Good to see
Lifeline.
y'all.
Don't need to take it. Lifeline has been in existence how many years now?
77 years.
77 years, wow.
It's probably 78 come this August. Yes.
All right, great.
Oh, wow.
All right. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Steve.
We'll talk fireworks next. We're moving into that season as we continue this Six in the City.
My name's Graham and I'm 6.
Graham is a very active little boy. When he was 2 months old, he got diagnosed with a temporary platelet disorder, and we just really had kind of a miracle story of him rebuilding his platelets. Receiving a blood donation, it saved his life and gave him time for his body to sort out and heal.
Please help kids like me give today.
A water system includes everything from wells to water storage to water lines to treatment, with constant lab testing to ensure water safety. Every 2 years, the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation performs an unannounced on-site audit and evaluation of every facet of a water system. Perfect score, $5.99. In 2024, JEA, for the 4th consecutive inspection, received a $5.99. 8 years of perfect water system scores. That's JEA today.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Well, we're entering the season, headed toward July 4th. We're going to be talking about fireworks a lot between that. Plus, you can buy them now in Jackson, Madison County, right? I think this year for the first time. The man, Latrell Billingsley, is with us. He's the fire marshal of the city of Jackson. Who's your special guest?
I'll let her introduce herself.
My name is Melissa Nelson. I'm a community risk reduction specialist.
Okay, community risk reduction. We're here to talk about fireworks safety. All right, and so here we go. So what do we need to know?
When it comes to fireworks safety, kind of use some common sense. Make sure that you keep them stored in a safe place. Don't keep them by any kind of open flames, anything like that. When you are shooting them off, make sure it's adults that are doing it.
Okay.
Every year there's numerous injuries. In the age range for that is like 15 and under. But there's still also a lot of injuries with adults even up to the age of 19. So be cognizant, be responsible. Don't shoot off fireworks if you're partaking in any adult beverages.
Okay. One thing I know some of the literature you've handed us, these sparklers get extremely, that's high temperature with those things.
Yes, those are.
And those are the one things we give the little bitty ones to wave around,
that
right?
Are handed out to the children, but
Yeah,
those
and
burn
that,
extreme
and I realize
temperatures.
that as hot as those things are, that they get in your eye or anything else. I mean, it's a dangerous business here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But we like to wave them around and make the letters and
Yeah.
all that stuff. All right, so we're going through a transition here. The fireworks sales have not been allowed in Madison County. And there's how hot does a sparkler burn? It's pretty stunning. It's 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit. And so we're going to be marketing them. It has technically been, not that this made any difference, it's been illegal. It's been illegal to shoot them in Jackson, Madison County. You wouldn't know it in our neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Right.
When people start pulling out lawn chairs and blocking the street, there's no secret. There's a local fireworks show underway, which is why the fire department started the Firefighters Freedom Festival out the airport to give us a safe place.
Yes, sir,
so we're changing it. So we're going to sell them and just advise caution when using them. Is that where we are?
So, and make that clear, Mr. Steve. So,
Yeah.
we as the fire department are not selling them. All right. nor is the city
It's
of
all
Jackson.
going right into the fire department's hands.
Not at
right?
all, not
To
at
the
all.
pension fund is where it's at.
Not at all. However, you're correct. In years past, it has been illegal to not only sell them in the city of Jackson, but also to shoot them off in the city of
City
Jackson.
of Jackson, right.
So that ordinance has recently been amended and or changed so that we are now allowing for the sales of consumer-grade fireworks in the city of Jackson.
Okay.
And for individuals to use them in the city of Jackson, whereas they would have in previous had to go outside the county lines to purchase their fireworks and thus bring them back and illegally use them, which will be.
Every holiday from New Year's, whatever, it's easy to tell where the county line is because they're the big tents.
Correct.
Right. So those are going away this year. Somebody may be moving. We'll see how it goes in here.
Yeah, so what we'll be doing is allowing those vendors, if they go through the process as they're supposed to, of getting permits, getting permitted, having their state license to sell fireworks and their business license and all the things that are required to do so, we're allowing them to have a tent set up in a commercially zoned location where they could sell their fireworks.
Well, from a firefighter standpoint, now that we are allowed to do this, what steps are y'all taking to ensure safety and any measures in case there are injuries? Hopefully there aren't, but what are you doing to prep for this?
So for first is awareness, make sure that we're informing everybody about it, and then sharing the education with our youth as well as our adults.
Okay.
And informing our firefighters and personnel who will be responding to these situations that, to be aware that their call volume is going to potentially go up because of what's going on. So most importantly, just making sure that everybody's aware and preparing ourselves for what is to come.
Educate.
Because of,
Educating people.
Okay. So your rule of thumb is adults should be responsible for this.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And
Absolutely
even the sparklers have a certain amount of danger involved.
Correct.
They actually have a huge danger component to them. Like you mentioned earlier, those are the things, that's our go-to for the little kids.
Little ones, yeah. 1,200 degrees, and then they sparkle and they get in your eye or anything else, right?
And always make sure when you're shooting them off, always make sure that you've got a water source. That way, if there is a fire that starts, you've got water right there to.
Clean the brush out from around your house.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
We'll get back together after the 4th and see how we did. See if the emergency room reported some higher incidences, and we'll see. It's good to see you both. Appreciate your work.
Thank you for having us.
Very much. We're delighted to have these folks with us. They are part of the Northside Church musical. They do a youth musical every year. This one's 70s theme. So we're going to the main stage, and these folks are from Northside Church.
God and our King, to him we will sing. In his great mercy he has given us life. Now we can be called the children of God. Great is the love that the Father has given us. He has delivered us. He has delivered us, children of God. Sing your song and rejoice for the love that he has given us all. Oh, children of God, by the blood of his Son, we have been redeemed and we can be called children of God. Father above has proven his love. Now we are free from the judgment that we deserve, so we can be called the children of God. Great is the love that the Father has given us. He has delivered us. He has delivered us, children of God. Sing your song and rejoice for the love that he has given us all. Oh, children of God, by the blood of his Son, we have been redeemed and we can be called children of God. Children of God. We are the saints, we are the children, we've been redeemed, we've been forgiven, we are the sons and daughters of our God. We are the saints, we are the children, we've been redeemed, we've been forgiven, we are the sons and daughters of our God. Children of God, sing your song and rejoice for the love that he has given us all. Oh, children of God, by the blood of his Son, we have been redeemed and we can be called children of God. Children of God. Children of God. Children of God. We are the saints, we are the children, we've been redeemed, we've been forgiven, we are.
Jackson got electric streetlights in 1887. Electricity expanded with the Suburban Street Railway Company. And in 1897, Suburban switched from horse-drawn cars to electric. The company became the Jackson Railway and Light Company. Streetcars plus electric power for homes. Power for home lights was turned on at 6 p.m. and turned off at 10 p.m. After that, go back to gas or kerosene, but it was another step toward JEA today.
For 9 years, the READ team has helped over 2,200 second graders read better through coaching and friendships. Students have increased their word recognition by as much as 300%. Reading on grade level opens the door for Google searches, driver's licenses, and career opportunities. Invest 1 hour a week to give our second graders every chance to read on grade level. Go to thereadteam.org to sign up. The READ team, changing our community one word at a time. In partnership with JMCSS, Leaders Education Foundation, and United Way of West Tennessee. But you already knew that because you can read.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We'll have more from the musical Abandoned coming up in Northside. That's going to be this Friday and Saturday at 7, and this coming Sunday at 3, by the way, if you're watching us during this week. Jennifer Graves is with us right now. She's the Executive Director of the Star Center. How are things going in your world?
Things are going great.
Okay.
We're starting the summer off strong, and we're enjoying our time. It's just a little bit more relaxed, but we got a lot of activities.
A lot of things. And you've been doing an assessment of services and everything else out there. What you've been doing surveys and things. What are you finding?
We have. That people still need us and desire us. They want the services that we offer to be readily available when they need them.
Okay.
As you know, Steve, and he and I have had this conversation before, that when you ask people about the Star Center, our older generation in Jackson is very familiar with our services, but the younger generation is not.
Okay.
They're more familiar with our events. And
Okay.
it's very much my desire for people to know who we are and what we do, so that when you have a need, you can call the Star Center and we'll be standing there in the gap for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've learned a lot through the different Star Center guests that we've had on the show. So,
Yes.
you know, I haven't lived in Jackson in several years. We moved back last year, and now I'm learning more about the Star Center and the amazing things that y'all do.
Is there a simple
home.
description
Thank
you
you.
give, Jennifer, for people? Because you do a multiplicity of.
You know,
if there's a challenge in your life, there may be a program there to
I
meet it.
think that Margaret Dumit did it right, because the Star Center still exists because of the diversity of services that we offer to a wide range of age groups. We serve anywhere from the neonatal unit all the way to geriatrics. So people can call the Star Center. If you have a disability, odds are we can help you in some form or fashion.
Part of this work, and it got an event coming up, that's why Jennifer's here, is the career fair. It's coming up when,
Yes.
Jennifer?
It's this Friday.
Okay, this Friday, all right.
This Friday from 9 to 2. We have several employers that are coming. We are hoping to have as many people as possible to connect with individuals who are ready to hire, because employment is important to everyone. And we want people who desire to work to have that job and to feel good about it. And we, in case you didn't know, we have an employment division. We help individuals with disabilities to find jobs where they can feel productive and be productive.
Okay.
But this career fair is for everyone. It's for all abilities and all ages, whether you're looking to, you've just graduated from college and you're looking for a job, or you're in the midst of trying to figure out, what do I really want to do with the rest of my life?
Okay.
Come to the Star Center on Friday from 9 to 2.
Now, our data says Friday, June 6th. Is that right? Or
That is correct.
oh, this is Friday week.
A week from Friday.
A week from Friday.
My days have been all mixed up.
Okay, well, I understand that. I live that way, Jennifer. I looked at my note and I thought, well, maybe I've misread everything.
It's Friday, June 6th.
June 6th.
Yes.
And it will be at the Star Center.
It will be at the Star Center, 1119 Old Humboldt Road.
Okay.
And you got a cross-section of an example of some of the people that will be there?
We have a wide variety. I just learned a few minutes ago that Leaders Credit Union will be present.
Okay.
We have vocational rehabilitation that's coming, Books A Million, Jackson State Community College, TCAT is coming.
Okay.
So there's a big cross-section. So if people want to find a job, come next Friday.
Next Friday, June 6th.
June
To the Star
6th
Center.
to the Star Center.
From 9 to 2.
Yeah.
Do
There
they
are
need to do
yeah.
anything in advance
No.
to, or they just show up?
Just show up. It's
Okay.
no charge to anyone.
Okay.
This is a service that we're offering to the
And
community.
they'll get to connect with some of these different vendors and have these conversations
Yeah.
and see what they're looking
Well, there
for.
are companies that make special accommodations or are very sensitive to people that maybe can't hear,
Yes.
blind or whatever, that they can work with or
Yes.
have other challenges in their life.
Mhm.
So there's companies out there that welcome employees. and welcome-
Exactly. If you go into Camping World, you're very apt to meet someone who will happily direct your path.
Okay.
If you go to Old Country Store here in Jackson, you'll meet someone who will be glad to help you find your way through there. And the same is for many other Jackson businesses who are hiring individuals with disabilities.
Okay, great. Jennifer, you're doing great work. It's always good to see you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
this. Star Center, what an amazing organization in this city. That is Saturday, June the 6th, or Friday, June 6th.
Friday,
Right, June 6th.
June the 6th.
Good to
9
see
to
you.
2. Yes.
We're going to
thank
the main stage. These folks from Northside, their youth musical this year is going to be coming up this weekend. We'll find out more about that later. But these folks from Northside High School, not Northside High School, Northside Church.
Yes.
If you curse me, then I will bless you. If you hurt me, I will forgive. And if you hate me, then I will love you. I choose the Jesus way.
If you're helpless, I will defend you. And if you're burdened, I'll share the weight. And if you're hopeless, then let me show you there's hope in the Jesus way.
I follow Jesus, I follow Jesus. He bore my sin, now gladly wear his name. He is the treasure, he is the answer. Oh, I choose the Jesus way. If you strike me, I will embrace you. And if you chain me, I'll sing his praise. And if you kill me, my home is heaven. For I choose the Jesus way. I follow Jesus, I follow Jesus. He bore my sin, now gladly wear his name. He is the treasure, he is the answer. Oh, I choose the Jesus way. I follow Jesus, I follow Jesus. He bore my sin, I'll gladly wear his name. He is the treasure, he is the answer. Oh, I choose the Jesus way.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local boys and girls clubs. Great futures start here.
She was a black female singing country music in the 1970s. Moving to Nashville in 1974, she signed with Johnny Howard and 50 States Records. They recorded different textures of country music, but hit the magic with a contemporary country song in 1977, You've Got to Mend This Heartache. It not only charted Billboard Country, in October 1977 it charted Top 40. Her real name? Not Ruby Falls, Bertha Bearden Dorsey. She was born and spent her early life in Jackson, Tennessee. Welcome back to 6 in the City. The Northside musical is called Abandoned, and that's coming up this weekend, and we'll be talking about that as we continue this program. Jackie Utley's with us, going to be with us twice, in fact.
Yes, she is.
Not double booked. She got a bunch of events. She got 4 or 5 events going on. We're going to narrow it down to about 3. We're going to talk about
Maybe
today.
4.
But with the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition, I've got the microphone and the stage is mine, and got it going on. The West Tennessee Veterans Coalition, a couple of things coming up. You got a Boston butt sale that's coming up when?
We do have a Boston butt sale. This is our annual fundraiser. About 4 years ago, we started producing and distributing what we call memorial coins to the state veteran cemeteries. Every family that has a veteran interred in the cemetery will be presented with this memorial coin, which is they're really nice, but they're really expensive. So we're doing a fundraiser to try to be able to afford the veterans' memorial coins. So the Boston butt sale will be, the Boston butts will be cooked by Cajun cookers.
Very good.
They're starting off at 10 pounds a piece, and then by the time they slow cook them for hours and hours, they're about 6 or 7 pounds. But the cost is $50 a piece. You can order them online at westtnveterans.com. There's an upcharge about $1.50 maybe if you do it online because we have to pay service fees. And it's all pre-sale, and you can pick them up at Cajun Cooker on Friday the 13th of June from 10 to 12.
Where is Cajun Cookers located?
That's a good question.
Three-way.
It's three-way, yeah. It's actually three-way lane.
Okay.
But you have to turn off of the bypass. Just where the Medina, just before you get to that, there's a little side road, and you go up that.
Yes.
And once you get off the bypass, it's real easy to find.
All right, this helps fund the memorial coins. Those are distributed how? How do you find out about veterans within?
Well, what we do, we take them to the cemetery. I'm going to take 1,000 to the Memphis Cemetery this Friday.
Wow.
And the director has boxes of these coins. So as a veteran is interred, then the director of that cemetery hands them, and they're in black velvet bags, so that it's a really nice presentation. Okay. The Memphis State Veteran Cemetery is the 4th busiest in the country. So we're really scrambling trying to be able to afford them.
Okay. So it's for people that are buried in those veteran cemeteries?
Yes.
Like Parker's Crossroads?
Parker's Crossroads, yes.
Okay, excellent.
And there's one in Knoxville and one in Nashville.
Okay. We got an historic event coming up.
Yes.
And that is General Lafayette is coming back.
The Marquis de Lafayette.
Marquis, who was a Revolutionary War hero. Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown, but the Navy that was there was primarily French.
Yes.
Ours wasn't quite as big as Britain's. And most of the soldiers, there were over, 2/3 of the soldiers that were on the ground
They were French. The French government gave us a ton of money.
Right.
They financed it.
So the Marquis de Lafayette became a folk hero in this country. You can tell this city was formed in 1822, and we had Lafayette Street. We anglicized it in the South.
That's right.
Like we did Milan and Bolivar and all that. We turned it to Bolivar. But we made it Lafayette, and there are Fayette counties and Fayettevilles and everything else all over the country.
Yes, absolutely.
And one of the original streets in Jackson named in his honor. Well, he's going to be here.
Yes, he is.
Okay. He's coming to the Farmers Market, or Anderson Park next to the Farmers Market.
It's called Anderson Park. It's that little pocket park
named in
to
honor
the
of Blake Anderson,
west.
our city judge.
And it will begin at 11. There will be a speaker. There'll be General Lafayette will be here. live music, and it's gonna be a fun day.
Okay.
So probably last an hour, hour and a half.
And that is May 31st?
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This
So
Saturday,
it's gonna be
yes.
And it's
Anderson
open
Park
to
then.
the public?
It's open to the public, free,
11
open to the
o'clock.
public. I think it's going to be a really interesting program, especially the advertising says that it is a Revolutionary War soldier, and I'm going, he'd have to be about 300.
Yeah.
So I bet it's an actor.
Does anybody need to bring like a chair or blankets?
Wouldn't hurt to have a chair in your trunk. I'm not sure how they're going to set that
Set it
up.
up, okay.
So, but
Is this coming Saturday,
This
the
coming
31st at 11 o'clock?
11, no, I'm
Right
sorry,
next-
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Right next to the farmer's market.
Yes.
At Anderson Park, okay.
Yes.
Good. She'll be back with us a little bit later, believe it or not. We're going to talk to David Burton more coming up as we continue this. Six in the City.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million, but it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA today.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, John. Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Welcome back to Six in the City. David Burke is with us with Hub City Theater. They're a place called Who Shot Liberty Valance, and it's going to be performed this coming weekend.
It's this weekend.
You did it last weekend and this weekend. It's going to be at the theater at the Carnegie Center, which is downtown Jackson on College Street. And there's a theater, wonderful theater downstairs. It seats about 70 people.
I would say, I think 72 people total.
It's very, very intimate setting.
And
Great
it's
site.
been restored. They put new seating in. It's very nice.
It's a very, very nice theater there. And we've had historic presentations there. So tell us about this play.
Well, I have to take my hat off first because we're indoors. Mama taught me to do that. So anyway, so no, I appreciate you all allowing me to be able to come and share a little bit about this play. I've been involved in the theater for right at 50 years. And this is the most unique play I've ever run across. It is just so different. First of all, when was the last time you saw a Western live on stage?
Right.
You just don't have.
And this is a small theater setting, so we're not talking about cattle drives coming through.
No, yeah, and we're not talking about Oklahoma either.
Right,
That's not really a Western, you know. So, but this play is based on the same short story that the film was based on, and it's just it's almost undescribable. The author's from England. He came over to America because he fell in love with the Old West, and he lived out west and worked on ranches and did cattle drives and all this kind of stuff. Went back and wrote this play in England, but he can't help but just bring in the sort of Shakespearean background of his earlier years.
Culture, right.
So we call this a Shakespearean Western.
Okay.
So
how many people are in this cast, Dave?
We have 15 people in the cast.
Okay.
So, and it's very interesting too because I know Thomas is here too, but his son is actually is a member of the cast.
Okay.
We wrote in a piano player. It all takes place in a saloon, and I'm thinking, you can't have a saloon without somebody banging on the piano.
Or at least in our concept of saloon.
That's right.
Right.
So,
What's the age range of the cast members?
oh wow, one guy he's almost my age. So and there are a lot of townspeople.
So they set this entire play in the saloon. That becomes
It
the
all
interaction
takes
point.
place in a saloon. And, in the movie, the lawyer comes and
Right.
starts the school. And so there is that's part of it. There's a lot of parallels to the movie, because there's a John Wayne character, there's a Jimmy Stewart character, there's obviously a Liberty Valance. And so it's just, I wish I could just force everybody to come to see this play, because I've never been involved in anything like this in my life. It's just like, it's just been, it's
So what
such a-
makes it different? What makes it
Well,
different?
it's, there's a lot of humor in the play, but there's this overriding tension that something's going to boil over. Somebody's going to get hurt. There is going to be gunfight. And so you're in the middle of that, just anticipating, when's it going to come? When's it going to come? Am I going to be involved in it? How's it going to impact me? And so it's just, and it's a love story. There's the main female role. Two men are in love with her at the same time, and so you got that going on. It's just so much.
How do people get tickets?
Well, they have to. I would say just go to Hub City Theater, their website,
Okay.
and you can buy them right online. And
'Cause it's 72
this
seats
past
in the
weekend
theater.
sold out.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, so-
Now, when are the performance times and days?
It is Friday night at 7:30, Saturday night at 7:30, and a matinee, the last show, Sunday at 3 p.m.
All right, so 7:30 Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday at 3. You got it on the screen there.
Is it
The
an
Man Who Shot Liberty
adult-only show?
I mean, I would call it a PG-13 probably,
Okay.
and there have been some children here. There's one of the actors in the play, his two high school sons were in the play as well. And so he brought his whole family. And,
Right.
it's an adult play, but at the same time, there's gunfire, there's, I don't know, so you just have to make that decision for yourself.
David, tell us about Hub City Theater. What is
Hub
this?
City Theater, this is their third year in existence, and they are a very intriguing little group of people that have decided to do these sort of odd shows in strange places, that kind of thing. And so they don't have a home base, so they just sort of hop around, done a lot of stuff at Turntable, do a lot
Okay.
there. They've just got through doing an outdoor performance of Comedy of Errors at the library.
Do you have auditions for each play?
Any play, yeah, you can just go again to Hub City Theater and they'll list out all the auditions. The next play they have coming up is called The Last 5 Years.
So anyone can audition?
Anyone can audition. Right.
So check that, Hub City Theater. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, and that is this weekend, Friday and Saturday at 7:30 with a Sunday matinee at 3 at the Carnegie Building on College Street. Legends of Tennessee Music Museum is part of that. They have other displays there, and the theater downstairs is a great theater. 72 seats, so everybody's got a good stage shot. Unless you're
Well,
behind
going
the
into
thing.
that theater, it's like you feel like you're going into a speakeasy or
Something,
something.
yeah,
It's-
you're going downstairs.
Should I be here?
David's good to see you. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance with Hub City Theater. We're going back to the main stage. Folks are part of the cast have abandoned the musical at Northside Church. That is on North Highland here in this city. That's coming up this weekend. So the stage is yours.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, the street. When evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Jackson got electric streetlights in 1887. Electricity expanded with the Suburban Street Railway Company. And in 1897, Suburban switched from horse-drawn cars to electric. The company became the Jackson Railway and Light Company. Streetcars plus electric power for homes. Power for home lights was turned on at 6 p.m. and turned off at 10 p.m. After that, go back to gas or kerosene, but it was another step toward JEA today.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Look who's back. How you doing? Surprise, surprise. Jackie Elder's with us.
Long time no see. Yeah.
Jackie's here representing, in this segment, representing the Daughters of the American Revolution. Yes. A couple of things coming up. And want to talk about, first of all, Women's Veterans Day.
Yes.
Which is, we're talking about Veterans Day, November the 11th. This is Women's Veterans Day, which is June the 8th. Okay.
Here in town.
How did this get started?
Several states have declared it, and 4 years ago, Governor Lee declared that June 12th would be Women Veterans Day in Tennessee.
Okay.
But because so many of the younger women veterans work outside the home, we do it on a Sunday.
Okay.
So instead of doing it on Father's Day, we did it on the 8th of June. So it's the
June
Sunday.
the 8th this year.
June the 8th, yes. It's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So they can go to church, have lunch, or sleep in and have lunch, and then come. We'll have refreshments.
But door prizes.
Door prize, yes.
Okay.
You're reading the
I
flyer,
am reading
yeah.
it. I'm seeing it right here.
And each of the women veterans will receive a certificate of honor with her name and the branch of service on it. And then we have a speaker, Renee Myers, who is a female veteran, is also the veteran service officer for Carroll County.
Okay.
So she's going to be our speaker this year.
This is at VFW 6496,
yes,
which is on Airways.
On Airways, that's correct.
So that'll be Sunday, June the 8th at 2.
June the 8th at 2.
How do you find out about women's veterans, and how, if someone is a veteran or whatever and has not been included?
If someone is a female veteran and wants to be included, they can get in touch with me, text or call 731-293-5055. And I'll just need to know the woman's name and branch of service, and that will get her registered. There's no fee. It's just everybody's welcome. Families are welcome to come and see their veteran be honored. Mm-hmm. So,
how often do y'all gather?
We do this event once a year, It's an annual event, just like we do Vietnam Veterans Day and our Veterans Day events. The women veterans are honored once a year.
Okay.
And as you probably know, women veterans don't get the recognition that men do.
Yeah.
I've
Been
had
an essential part of the services for a long time.
1948. Yes, they were integrated into the services. But I've had women say that they'll be standing there with their veteran accoutrement next to their husband, who's a veteran, has the veteran cap on, and people come up and just gush over him and thank him and shake his hand and then walk past her. So we're trying to remedy that.
Okay.
Yes.
There are women involved in the U.S. military. There's another project with the DAR,
Yes.
and that's the Field of Flags that's coming up.
Yes, it is. It's our
We have a wonderful display out that the Exchange Club
Yes.
does every year out on the bypass at the Cumberland Presbyterian Church, and they have in front of Sarah Chevrolet this year
Yes.
as well.
And that will be coming down this weekend.
All right.
And ours will be going up June 7th. So the day
In time
before
for Flag
women,
Day.
yeah, we'll be installing our flags. It's our 16th year to do the Field of Flags. It will be at Liberty Park, which is on Channing Way. We'll install on the 7th. We'll put all the flags out. I think we have over 200 flags this year.
Wow.
And ours are the Betsy Ross flags, the 13 stars in a circle. And ours represent Revolutionary War patriots of Madison County. So, but we don't require that you prove their lineage and their, if you just send us money, we'll put up a flag.
Okay. But it's done in the name of a veteran. So if there's a veteran in your
Yes.
family and you live in
Yes.
Jackson, Madison County,
Yes.
you can honor that veteran wherever
Yes.
they lived. Or
Yes,
whatever.
absolutely, absolutely. So I have.
So it's a fundraiser for you.
Well, no, it's a one-time fee. And
Okay.
so, and the money we charge pays for the rebar
Right,
and
okay.
the PVC.
So it
and the
becomes an
flags.
historic display in a
It becomes a
sense.
historic display. And we put a name tag with the name of the veteran and the colony, because at that point they weren't states, the colony at the base of each flag. So you can, and they're alphabetical order, so you can walk through there
Okay.
and read the names of the over 200 Revolutionary War veterans that are represented there. And
That'll be up how long then?
They'll be up through Flag Day, which is the 14th of June, and July the 4th, and we'll take them down on Saturday, July 5th.
So a one-time fee, and that fee is how much?
$35.
35, okay.
Where do they go to pay this fee?
That's a good question. And I don't have that information handy.
We have your email. Is it?
Okay, they can email me, and I will pass the information along.
Okay.
We have, our committee chair usually handles that.
Okay.
You can see Jackie's information there on the screen.
Yes,
right
thank
there.
you.
And for the Women's Veterans Day coming with the 8th, and then the flag display goes up to the 7th, it'll be up through the 14th. Or no,
yes.
all the way through July 4th.
Through July the 4th, that's correct.
So be sure to visit that.
Yes.
At Liberty Garden. All right, you got anything else we need to talk about this day?
Not right now.
Okay, very good.
Not yet.
There are other things coming up.
Always good to see you. Appreciate all your work, Jackie.
Thank you,
and work.
appreciate it.
So check that display, and also the Boston Bus. Don't forget to get that order in.
right.
Let's get ready to go.
Yes.
We'll be back with more in just a moment with this
Six in the city.
A rockabilly force of the 1950s, Jackson's Kenny Parchman recorded at Sun Records starting in 1957. But the Sun roster was crowded, and Kenny's recordings were not released, though they are prominently featured in Sun Record sets today. It was through labels in Jackson, Lou, and Jackson that Kenny hit the 45s. His band included Smoochie Smith, George Sykes, Richard Page, Ronnie Parchman, and others. They still have an international fan following today. A Jackson music note, Kenny Parchman.
A water system includes everything from wells to water storage to water lines to treatment, with constant lab testing to ensure water safety. Every 2 years, the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation performs an unannounced on-site audit and evaluation of every facet of a water system. Perfect score, $5.99. In 2024, JA for the 4th consecutive inspection received a $5.99. 8 years of perfect water system scores. That's JA today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With Utilicare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/Utilicare.
Welcome back to Six in the City. I want to thank all of our guests for being with us. A lot of things going on this time of year. It's a wonderful time to be alive and be in Tennessee.
Yes.
City Council is going to meet Tuesday, June 3rd at 9 o'clock. Mayor's talking about some increases in property taxes and city stickers, and so a lot of discussion going on.
Yes.
Be a great deal of interest in that.
Getting
So be
heated.
sure to be tuned in 9 o'clock next Tuesday, and we'll see how things fare for the city. Important decisions to be made. And there was concern about some of the shootings over the weekend, so a lot of things being discussed in Jackson, Tennessee. One of the things being discussed, we're delighted to have these folks with us, the musical at Northside Church. And Katie, it's coming up this weekend, right?
Yes.
It'll be Friday and Saturday at
Friday
7?
and Saturday at 7, and then
Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Sunday
right?
at 3. Yes.
What is Abandon about?
Abandon is about two main characters who, one is a hippie and one is a soldier from Vietnam who was like dispatched because of an injury. And it's basically just them finding Jesus and finding their found family with a family Bible study and just a kid and a random act of kindness. And basically they both find Christ through this whole like journey. And
All right, look forward to that. What we got coming up next week?
Next week, we are going to talk about the state games. We're excited
that's right.
to kick
June
that
6th
off.
kicks that off.
Yeah,
on the
that's
5th.
soon. We're going to hear from the Jazz Foundation. We're going to talk about the Field of Flags at Liberty Park. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is a taste testing that you and I get to do. So I hear.
Is that right?
Yeah, we get to do an on-set taste testing with Sprinkle Me Sugar.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Yes, and then entertainment from Jostin Cooper.
Okay.
I think I said that right.
What do we decide those things were? They're
Macaron.
macarons.
Ron.
Not macaroons, macarons.
Yeah, macaron.
Macaron, wrong.
Ron. Steve.
Oh, very good. Yeah, well, we're going to taste and let you know on the next Six in the City. Thanks for being with us. We're going to take it away with Northside. Thank y'all for being here. We'll see you next week for more Six in the City.
Something isn't adding up. This wild exchange you offered us. I gave my worst, you gave your blood. Seems hard to believe. You're telling me you chose the cross. You're telling me I'm worth that much. Well, if that's the measure of your love, how else would I sing? But completely, deeply, sold out, sincerely abandoned. I'm completely, freely, hands to the ceiling, enamored. In my one life endeavor to match your surrender, to mirror not my will but yours. Oh, I'm completely, deeply, don't care who sees me abandoned. Oh, I surrender all.
I just can't get over it. What kind of self-control is this? You had angels at your fingertips, but on the cross you remained. And I can't repay that kind of love, but since the day of God, since death had all his power lost, and just like the grave,
I'm completely, deeply, sold out, sincerely abandoned. I'm completely, freely, hands to the ceiling, enamored. And my one life endeavor to match your surrender, to mirror not my will but yours. Oh, I'm completely, deeply, don't get